don't go. I know. Don't go. Because you're not a nurse doesn't mean that this video would not benefit you in any way, okay? Don't go. I promise you there's tea in this video for you. I'm not just talking about nursing. I'm relating nursing to basic life, and just stay and watch. And if you're a nurse, okay, welcome fellow nurse. And I want to say thank you for your job. Thank you for doing what you do, and thank you for not giving up, because I know, girl or dude, I know how hard it could be, but we love our jobs, right? I mean, that's why we went to school for nursing, okay? All right, let's get into the video. I'm excited. Do you know what though? Like, before I even started this video, everything was going wrong. The makeup, the dress, the hair, the weather, like everything just wanted to, act some type of way. But I'm glad that I'm here filming this video for you guys. Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking this video. Thank you for liking. Thank you for all the support and love that was shown to me in my last video. I appreciate you guys. You're the reason I'm doing this. Thank you so much for showing me your heart in the comments, because that's how I know what you're thinking. I tell people, just talk, and the comments is how I get to know what you're thinking. I can't read your minds, like I am not a mind reader. I am not God, so I cannot read minds. I just want to hear what you're thinking in the comments below. If you want a video for me to do, please tell me. I will do it. Thank you. That's all I have to say. It's the end of the year. So much is going on. It is time for excitement. I know people are like, 2020, you gotta go. Like, everybody just wants to go into the new year. We're so excited for the new year, and I hope you're one of those people who are positive. Like, I hope you're not one of those people or 2020 was really bad. I hope 2021 wouldn't be worse. Like, girl, chill. Do not even do that. Like, where is your mind at? Be positive. Be positive. You basically define how your year is going to go. 2020 for everyone was the worst year. Let me tell you, it was the best year for me. So many things have happened in this year. So many things. So many. I finished nursing school, became a nurse. If you look at your life, you will see the amazing things that has happened to you in 2020. Okay, so do not be one of those excuse me. And I have my cup of tea here, guys. It's so cold, so I might be sipping. Don't mind. Okay. Yeah, so 2020 has been the best year so far for me, because I so strongly believe that everything works together for our good. If you're a believer, even if the world is crumbling down, because you have this mindset that everything's working for you, it would work. Like that job that you lost, everything, it would end up being the best decision for you. Just have that mindset. I don't get how people can be so negative. Like, what does that even get you? What does that do for you? Nothing. So why not just be positive? All right, I don't want to get into all this motivational talks. I'm here for a video today. So we're talking about nursing, right? And I don't want you to click away if you're not a nurse, because this will help you. Trust me, it will help you. And it also makes you get to know me, because I intend, like with every video I make, I want my followers to know me even better. So, alright, we're talking about nursing today, and I'm basically going to be explaining my transition from a student nurse to an actual nurse, the orientation stage, all that goodies, and I'll be bringing out points that I've learned from it. I think I have my MacBook in front of me, so you see me staring here. Okay, that's what I'm looking at. Alright, okay. Let's get into the video. Starting off as a nurse, I would tell you this though. This is one thing that you don't get to learn in nursing school. You're never taught how to be a nurse. I know that's crazy. Like, they teach you go through like 4 semesters of nursing, no, 4 years. Some people go through 2 for the ADN, and for the BSN you go through 4 years, right? So nobody actually teaches you how to be a nurse. Why do I say so? Because your personality is what nursing is. It's different for a doctor, because the doctor is just treating the disease. You are treating the body. You are treating the patient. You are treating the person you're treating, a human being, you're taking care of that person, and there's no way to do that if you your personality does come out, like it shows. It's not even about what you know now, like the knowledge, all the things you learn, anatomy, physiology, the pharmacology, the mental health, the OB classes, the pediatric classes, the health assessment, all that are great. But what the patient sees first, you in your mind are coming with all this great knowledge, but what the patient is expecting is that personality, and that will show in nursing. As a student nurse, as a first time nurse, you get stuck between, okay, do I take care of the patient or do I finish this task? Because there's a lot of tasks to be done, like from giving meds to assessment to charting to what have you. Like there's so many things that you just, as an orientee, you have that mindset of, I need to get this done, I need to get this done, I need to get this done, like bam bam bam. You want to go through a checklist, but then you forget that you're treating the patient. So I had to catch myself doing that and remember that my personality shines. This is what they're seeing. Like you come into the room and the patient is assessing you already, like, are you friendly? Are you mean? It would show. Like you can't even hide it. I'll tell you, you can't even hide your personality in nursing. You can't. If you're this friendly person, it would show. If you're mean, it would show. If you're carefree, it would show. If you're disorganized, oh my gosh, that will show. If you're an anxious person, that will show. And it's up to you to like share this personality with your patient, or if there is some parts of your personality that you're still working on, probably you're impatient, those things. I'm just trying to let you know that it would show. Like you can't even hide it. Like no matter how much you try, it would show. So be conscious of that. Be very conscious of that, because it's just natural. It would show. I remember, I'm just remembering so clearly, like after so many times after I go into the patient's room, they would tell me, oh, you were so nice, you stopped by, I like that you took your time with me, I like that you talked with me. I'm like, well, that's what we're supposed to be doing, right? But apparently other nurses are not doing that. Like they're not even focusing on the patient. They're just bam 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 doing their job and getting out of the rooms. And I know I've done that. I wouldn't lie. When I'm just tired and I just want to give the meds and just treat them and go out because I'm just exhausted at that time. But I have to constantly remember, I chose nursing and I'm nursing. Remember that word? N-U-R-S-I-N-G. You're nursing the patient. You're basically taking care of them. If you forget that, then you shouldn't have gone to nursing school, okay? You shouldn't have. Yeah. So you're nursing the patient, so you have to, that's what they're expecting of you, basically. Some patients will be jerks, I'll tell you. Some will want you to be their mates, literally. They will tell you, oh, go get me water, oh, can you fix my shit, can you tuck me in bed? There's some patients that are like as old as 50 behaving like babies, and you'd be like, sometimes you get disgusted. I get disgusted sometimes. I'm like, really? But I remember, okay, this is the job I signed up for. I need to nurse them. That's my job, and I will do it well. And yes, even though your personality shines through in nursing, remember that you learn how to make joker faces. I'm not sure how to explain that, but you learn how to hide emotions. Yes, I know it's kind of contradictory. You have to show your personality, but at the same time you have to manage your emotions. You're human, right? And sometimes you feel disgust, you feel fear, you feel anxiety, but in that room you have to just put it together. You see poop, you see disgusting stuff, like when you're cleaning wounds, you see all that, but you have to be like, it's okay, I got you, it's fine. Like you have to. It's so funny, like how you're doing stuff, like you're just making that patient feel comfortable. It's okay, that's why I'm here. That's what I do. Let me give an example. Okay, I'm taking care of a patient and I have to clean this nasty wound. I'm like, and the patient is screaming, like the patient is what's the word now, like in pain, in tears, and also disgusted by how they feel and what's coming out of them. And I'm just like, it's okay, I got you, like this is my job, you don't have to just hold, you're fine, I'll take care of you. Okay, I actually mean those things, I do, but I mean in my mind, that thing stings, that thing looks like wants to make, oh my gosh, she wants to make me puke. I remember taking a stool specimen. Stool specimen is basically the poop, and you have to collect the poop and put it in a cup. Yeah, literally, and take it to the lab. Oh my gosh, those are the times I actually felt myself almost puking, and I had to You have to keep a straight face. Like, oh, you got the stool sample for me? Thank you. You just have to, put that smiling face up. It's basically customer service at the highest, because these people would get on your last nerve. I'm even getting exhausted talking about it. Because it's not just the family, it's the doctors asking you what's going on, it's the family members trying to ask you what's going on, and you're just like, sometimes I'm like, I don't know. But anyways, that's just on the lighter side. I know I've said too much, but definitely your personality shines, and I see my personality shining through, like, I'm this very neat person. I can see that, like, when I go to the patient's room, I'm always like, when I see the cart, like, where it's like basically a computer, and the meds are in the cart. It varies for different hospitals, but where I work, it's like that. And yeah, so some nurses do things the way they want. Some just put the medicines on the cart, like there's just something here, something there, and when I come into the room, I'm just like, what is this? And I fix everything. And it's fun to me, like, no, not fun, but very interesting that your personality can't be hidden in a profession where you think that you can just be. It's not. Yeah, we're so stuck being professional that we forget, we're like, we want to be formal, we want to act, we want to do this and do that, but it's like nursing would expose that. Like, it would expose you, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. It would expose you. And I know other parts, and this is also a tip for you guys, not a tip, but like just something to consider. Take that extra step. Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. It's so easy to get lazy in nursing because there's so much to be done, and for example, you're not even only taking care of one or two patients. You're taking care of basically 5 or 6, and you want to get through all the patient's room, and take that extra step. Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. For me, like, taking care of the patient, what I mean is like the basic care, like the basic nursing, like brushing their teeth. We forget to do that, and I don't know, every time I brush my teeth in the morning now, I remember all my patients. I can't just, like, some they're there for days. Well, I mean, it depends on the hospital you're working. Where I work, like, sometimes we have the older patients, that they're just very inactive. They can't do things for themselves. It's so easy to forget that that's basically the basic needs of man, just to be clean, just to feel fresh breath. Imagine that's what I imagine when I go in their rooms and I see them laying there. I imagine myself going days without brushing my teeth. These patients, sometimes they can't even talk, and I know it's disgusting. I know it's disgusting. Look at me, I get disgusted very easily, and I don't even know how I became a nurse, honestly, because I get disgusted easily. I want everything to be clean, and when I see something disgusting, I think that's even what helps me, actually, because I can't stand a dirty place. I tend to fix it. I tend to want to fix everything dirty. So when I see the patient and their mouth is slimy, I know this is going to be a little bit graphic, but you can handle it, right? You can. Yeah, I just take that extra time. I swab them with mouthwash, and I feel so much happier after. I mean, I think it's more for me than for them, but I mean, it goes both ways, right? They're happy, I'm happy you're clean, and I'm sure they're pretty happy they're clean too. Just take that extra step. The PCAs you forget. Sometimes I don't even like to bother my PCAs. PCAs are the patient care assistant, and they're the ones who do the basic ones, like the feeding, the changing of diapers, adults wear diapers. Those who are, can't really do much for themselves, they do wear diapers. And yeah, so they take care of them, give them their water and all of that stuff. So I don't always bother them. If I can, I will. Why not? Like, why am I a nurse? So if you're not a caring person, you might struggle with nursing. So on to the next. You will find your style in nursing. What do I mean? When you start, it will be so hard to figure out how to do things. It will be so hard. It will be hard, trust me. Because there's you're orientating with this nurse, and so I mean, it depends on your hospital again. Everything I'm saying is based on what I went through and what my hospital did and all that. But you will find your style. just give yourself time. Don't pressure yourself. You will find your style. Like what I mean by style is how you take care of your patients, because every nurse, every hospital has the things that you have to do. For me, in my hospital, I have to do a system assessment. I have to do a bedside report every 2 hours. Basically, you give meds at the time that it's due. And you're basically not just med, you're taking care of them, you're observing, you're making sure that they're okay. You're basically taking care of them. Just keep asking questions, just learn. Yes, learn from different nurses. All the nurses that are going to orientate you, learn from them, but don't be pressured to be like them, because you have to find your style. They found their style, so you should find your style. Once you do, you'll be so much happy. Things would click. So just give yourself time. Don't even rush into it, because you will find your style. Like just know that. Because at the beginning stage, you feel very overwhelmed. Like, how do I even do this? How do I go from giving meds to making sure, checking their labs, making sure they're okay? How do I give report to the doctor when I call the doctor? Like all of these things, like where to take notes, how to do your checklists, like so many things that you just have to do. Like things will be popping up in your head. Like, how do you want to manage that? Do you want to take a list and write it down? Do you want to have a sticky in your pocket? Do you want to what works for you, you would actually find. Because again, going back to my first point, your personality will shine through. How you do things in your house will come to you to work. I'll tell you that. So how you do things will come. So just allow yourself to be you. That's what I'm trying to say. Allow yourself to be you. You will find out. You will find yourself. You will find your style. Just give yourself time. Don't pressure yourself. Take advantage of the orientation season to do that, because when you're on your own, you are on your own, and it could be too late at that time to start trying to find yourself. So use the orientation time to find your style, and you will. Nursing has that way of just pushing you and challenging you to do that. Third, don't be that jumpy orientee. Oh my gosh, don't be the jumpy orientee. Don't be the anxious orientee. Don't be that orientee that is just like anxious and everyone can feel it. Like there's this girl at my workplace that she's very jumpy. Like when she comes to work, she's like, okay, what's next? I'm ready. Like like when you can feel the anxious energy from this oozing from her, and I'm just imagining how her patients will feel. Like how will her patients feel when she comes into the room and she's like, how are you doing today? Are you okay? What can I get for you? Like that energy, they feed off it.